Hey everybody, how's it going? I've had several questions about my shed actually, like dimensions and setup and so forth. And one guy actually, he asked me just to do an overview of my entire shed. So here it goes. I'll try to cover all the stuff that might be of interest to outdoorsmen and builders or whatever. So basically my shed it's 10 feet wide going back and forth this way, and it's 16 feet deep. The only reason these doors are so wide was I initially built this shed. The doors are like 5 feet wide total. I initially built this shed to hold a riding lawnmower, but I slowly adapted it to become my trapping shed, and my riding lawnmower is in a different shed now. So basically the floor is built out of treated 2x8s sitting up on blocks. I picked up a hunk of linoleum, a remnant from Lowe's. I think it was like 20 bucks. It covers most of my shed and it makes it really nice for cleanup, especially at the end of the season. I just mopped this thing up today actually and scrubbed up a lot of the blood and stuff off the floor. So this little hunk of linoleum, it's nice. My walls, I insulated those out of a 1/2-inch foil-based insulation. It's got 1/2-inch insulation, and the ceiling has 1-inch insulation. Got a nice workbench here with a vise on it and stuff. I got plenty of shelving. I got shelving for all kinds of stuff, traps and tools and whatever, and buckets. Let's see, I just keep going around here. My little wood stove here, that thing's awesome in the winter time with the insulation I got in the walls, that 1/2-inch and the 1-inch in the ceiling, and this little wood stove. For this dimension, this place gets cooking up nice. I got this at I can't remember, it might have been like 90 bucks or something online through some Army Navy surplus store. But it initially came, if you look at this size, I think this is like 2 inches across here. That was the same size of stovepipe here, and it didn't draw very well, so I cut that out and put a 3-inch stovepipe in there, and it draws a lot better now. So basically I just ran that out through the wall. I guess I can show you where it comes out here. And it just comes out through the wall right here and stacks up there. So that works out nice in the winter time, gets it nice and warm in here. Again, lots of shelving and stuff, bunch of tools and crap laying around. I actually moved I did a video on my fur puller skinning machine or whatever. I moved my clamps up off the floor a little bit to try to get a little more parallel pull on the fur. I got this nice hunk of Corian countertop. I use that for when I cut up deer and stuff. I throw it on my bench over there, clean it all up nice. This is a refrigerator that I turned into a meat cooler. This works really well if I shoot a deer early in the archery season. Excuse me, and it's still warm out. I got this idea off of Fur Fish and Game, I believe. Basically just rip the guts out of an old refrigerator, put a rod in here and some hooks. I can quarter up a deer, hang it in there, and get that down to 35 degrees pretty quickly. Let's see what else. Plenty of places to hang stuff. This shed's not real huge, so I try to maximize my space. Got lots of hanging space here for stretchers and stuff. I got space up there to hang furs and whatever, hang stretchers, and I can put up more on the ceiling if I need to. Hopefully I will need to. Like I said, for maximizing space, I have a flip out. My fleshing beam is a flip out beam. When I'm not using it, just flip it back up out of the way. That works out pretty. That worked pretty slick. My fleshing tool, it's a Necker 600, but this thing right here, I use that actually to hold arrows when I'm shooting in the yard. I got several of those, but I thought that looks like it'd be cool to hold my knife, my fleshing tool while I skin stuff, and it is. So when you're moving fur around and stuff, I just poke that in there and it holds it. Stole a little bench off, little nightstand off my wife. It works out pretty good. Keep all my skinning tools and stuff on there. And let's see what else. I already did a whole video on my skinning machine. This thing was an evolution in itself. So basically my ceilings are 8 foot high, and I vaulted that part of the ceiling up. If you didn't see the skinning, the one on the fleshing beam, to get extra height, I vaulted that ceiling clear up to the ridge pole, and gave me like another a 1.5 foot of space for hanging animals and stuff. So that's pretty much it. That's my skin and shed, and I'm gonna have a couple more videos coming out pretty soon. I'm gonna try to do a few videos on just basic canine trapping for guys who don't do any trapping or just getting into it, or maybe they did some raccoon trapping or whatever and they want to try canine trapping. I'm going to do a couple videos on that, and it's going to be summer. Hopefully it's going to be summer sometime pretty soon. Hopefully it warms up, and it's going to be time to make wax dirt pretty soon. Hopefully everybody has a great summer and spring, and before you know it, it'll be fall pretty soon. Time to archery hunt and get some steel back in the ground. So have a good one, everybody.